Good afternoon, all. On behalf of IoT Academy, we welcome you all for the third session of National Level Faculty Development Program on Teaching and Learning Process in HEIs. Let me introduce the resource person of today's session, Dr. Prabha. Dr. Prabha is currently working as an assistant professor, Department of BBA, Yadava College, Madurai. Her qualifications include MPhil and PhD from Madurai Kamaraj University. Dr. Prabha has participated in numerous activities, workshops, conferences, and seminars. She has presented numerous papers at national and international level. She has also delivered numerous speeches on personality and skill development. With this, we hand over the session to Dr. Prabha. Ma'am, please.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good afternoon to all the teachers. I am really very proud to organizing and participating as a chief guest for conducting these wonderful sessions, leadership skills for teachers. Now we move on to our slides. The first of all is the art of teaching is the art of assisting discovery. Okay, teaching is considered as one of the art. Okay, because when the students who are coming at the level of schools or colleges, they are like white papers. We are a artist. We have to art them whatever they want to be. So the teaching is considered to be an art. At the same time, creating art is not only our work. We have to discover what the skills specialists the students have. So the teacher is also considered as an art, and they are also considered to be an assisting the discovery skills among the students. Because, hello?
Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry for interrupting, ma'am. The presentation, ma'am.
Okay. Wait. Okay, teachers. Can you hear me, ma'am? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I will share the presentation, ma'am, and then we can start, ma'am.
Okay. Now
yes,
only I introducing, that's all. Okay, you.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Is it visible, ma'am?
Wait,
ma'am. Is it visible?
Wait, ma'am. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Visible, ma'am. Visible to me, ma'am.
Yes,
okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, who is, okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Who is called to be a teacher? Okay, each and everyone knows the teacher will teach only the lessons, what are all in the books, visualizations. But the teacher is also considered to be a leader. So the leadership is an important for the teachers who want to be a teacher. So teacher is considered to be a leader. If we are a leader, do everything what we want to. At the same time, we want to grow the students who believe us, who we are making them to teach. For that only I am quote these definitions. If you are a leader, if you are a good leader, if you are a good teachers, you will do everything what you want to grow yourself. At the same time, we will also grow the persons, the students, all the things around us in the environment. So the main concept of the teachers are playing an important role as a leader. The basic concept is the teacher will grow themselves and the things around themselves. Leadership is the capacity to translate visions into reality. Okay, leadership is also playing an important role that translate visions. What we are, the things we are seeing, it to be in the reality. For example, the students who want to be a businessman, it is our ability, it is our skill to make them by giving various ideas and guidelines to become an entrepreneur. So the vision, what the students was set, we have make them into a reality. So teacher is also considered to be a good leader. Slide. What is the main concept of teaching? Okay, the concept of the teaching's main concept is not only to teach to the students, at the same time the teachers also able to learn. Teaching is also considered as to be a continuous process. Whatever the things is, whatever the activities, what are the events, what are the technologicals, what are all the changes happening in and around us, the teacher will also learn. Okay, today the students are very brilliant. They are not accepting what they are not accepting to learn from the books. They are mainly very eager to know what are the activities, what are the events are happening in the world, real happenings, because they believe sometimes it may be also considered to be a generation gap. The students, what they are accepting, what they are eagerly want to know is what are the facts, what are the factors are happening in the businesses, economics, politics, each and everything. Properly, they want to particular guide particular persons to direct them to know the facts around us. So teaching and learnings are intricately linked to social and behavioral factors of human development, including cognitions, motivations, social interactions, and communications. This is the main concept. We are not only teaching the students only the book. We are also make them to develop humanity among them. We have to make them to be a human. At the same time, we have to motivate them to face all the challenges happening in the society. At the same time, we have also an ability to make them social interactions and the communication skills. Today is the communication skills which was playing a very important roles. Okay, when the persons are, for example, so today's taking these sessions, I am really very lacking in technologies related to these communications, because today's technologies, we have to know that technologies also at the times that things that communications between me and the technologies must known to me. At the same time, whatever the technologies or devices that also cooperated with us, but direct to direct communication, there is no such a problem. So as a teacher, we have to develop in technological also. So the main concept of teaching is to not only making the students as a bookworm. We have a lot of responsibility for them to making a good human and motivate them to reach their goal and to interact with the social events. All of them is interconnected with the basic and main concept of communication. Next. Hello.
Yes,
Excuse
ma'am.
me. Yes. Okay. Wait, ma'am. Wait. Okay. How to be a teacher leader? how to be a teacher will be a leader. The first and the foremost quality of the teacher is to be a leader is that the teacher must be a very expert in the classroom. Okay, classroom, in each and every classroom, the students are accepting the teacher to be an expert in that particular subject. Then the second one is be data savvy. Okay, we don't consider to be an expert in that classroom. At the same time, we have to be very eager to convey that matter among the students, because whenever whatever it may be an expert, at the same time we have to concentrate all the students to listen what we are saying, what we have to be communicate. So be data savvy, update our savvy. So we have to be very, very savvy to communicate with the students. And the third one is be the things you teach. Whatever things we want to be teach, we have to be teach with simple and easy way to understand them. And the fourth quality is be continually reflective of your practices. Okay, the practice make them learn perfect. For it is also acceptable and applicable to the students community also. Not only for them, we have also to implement these various technologies to develop our technological expert by providing various seminars, taking online classes, or anything, presentations, each and everything. So when we are practicing it again and again, automatically we will be very effective in technology. And the fifth quality is be able to defend your practices. Okay, no one can know all the things for at the first time. Each and every time, whatever they are trying, they are here learn one by one new things. They have get one by one idea for each time when they are put all the things in this practice. Okay, sometimes we have to be explain to the students our experience. Okay, they are very eagerly to know our experience also. They are also sometimes use it in their life also. And the sixth quality is be informed about education policies. Today's the education was playing a very vital roles. But lot of the students or teachers are not well in our education policies. When they are, I came to know in practical experience when we have when we are giving admission to the +1, +2 students for taking BBA in our universities, they will not allow the students who are completed, who are from the science streams. We are giving admission only to the students who are coming background with the streams of accountancy, commerce, and economics. But the students who are from the science streams are very eagerly to know about very eagerly to join for BBA courses. But we are not giving admission to this. So even though the students are not know whatever from +1, +2 onwards, whatever they want to be studies, because that will be very lacking in that policies systems. So at the same time, nowadays there will be a lot of education policies was implemented by our Indian government. We have also go through that policies, education policies, not only for our for our qualities. We have also convey to the students or to guide them to further studies, future studies, for their life settlement. Because that education policies was differ from country to countries also. Someone want to studies abroad, they don't know about Sometimes we have also make them to guide what they want to be. At the same time, we have also discussed that education policies with our colleagues. Well, in which way these policies will be implemented, if the policy will be implemented in our education system, whatever the benefits they will given to us, and whatever we can be able to create students. So we have to be very know about that our education policies. At the same time, we will be always be positive. Uh, Positive. If the students was very lack in the studies or in their behavior, we have to be, oh, you can do, you will have whatever guidelines you want, whatever things you want, we will provide you. You don't bother about, we have give positive uh, guidelines or positive thoughts. Automatically the students will be changed, because the students nowadays, the students are considered teachers as a guru. They are not accepting the words or respecting their parents or any parents, friends, or anybody else, but they are believes teachers, because they know that the teachers will show them a good way. So they have a good opinion on teachers. So we will always be a positive and solution oriented. We have to give and we have to show that students a solution which will be favorite, which will be uh, uh, develop them. And the last one is rise above the turbulence. Uh, Turbulence, when there will be any happenings around happenings to the students, we have to be turbulence with that activities. We don't allow the turbulence activities in and around the our colleges or the students, because the students are considered to be a very good asset for our nations. Tomorrow nation is in the hand of the student. So the teacher leader should have the quality of expert in way of teaching, be a data savvy, reflecting the practices, defend your practices, about know your education policies, be a positive and to be a solution oriented, and rise above the turbulence. These are the 8 important qualities for the teachers to be a leader. Okay, what are the skills required for each and every teacher? The first one is the good communications. Good communication is very important for the teachers, because the leader will play a very important role by way of communication. Okay, the students who will get a good mark will not be a good communicators, but the students who are not getting a good mark may be a good communicators. So the first and foremost skills required for the teachers is a good communication skill. Later, we have to see this good communications, empathy, cultural intelligence, adaptability or flexibility, self-regulations, self-awareness, self-motivations, creativity, social or interpersonal skills. Later slide, we have to be see it in elaborately. Okay, the first one is a good communications. Okay, what are the good communication? There will be a certain element for the communication, that is the listening, speaking, reading, presenting, and writing. These are all considered to be a good communication skills normally. But for the teachers, it is a very, very essential for them. It is very essential. It is very essential because each and every student's problems, thought, we have to be listened. Observing. Sometimes we have to observe in the class what they are talking, whether they are observing our classes or they are not listening our classes. What can we do? Because today's it is and very difficult for them for the students to direct ourselves when we are teaching. They are they are very wobbling. They are not able to concentrate when we are teaching it. So we have to be listen them, observation them. And the second one is speaking. Okay, we have to uh, decide what in that which languages we have to be speak, because in our side there will be very lacking a communication skills, English communication skills, but at the same time we have make them to uh, ask, practice, making them to practice by speaking, by giving a various seminars, by taking a talkative, by giving a debate, by giving a group discussions, or anything else. We make them to speaking. At the same time, uh, we have also create speaking abilities. At the same time, we have also read. We have to read a lot of things, a lot of businesses, technologicals, then events, all the things we have also we read continuously each and every day. Read we have to read newspapers or various journals, then gathering informations around us. Sometimes we have to be read the mind of the students, because they are very brilliant, very intelligent. They have a lot of things, but we are not able to know. But they will tell to us. So we have to read that mind of the students also. On the present, this is very important way. After listening, speaking, reading, in what way we have to present is very, very important, because presenting is very important, because the when we are um, put together, we have to attack by way of presenting. Okay, whenever there will be a theories, when we are presenting a theories, they will never see it. They will never learn it. When we are giving a picturized, when we are giving a picturized or in a model or in a technological games, they will eagerly watch it. Sometimes we have to be presented it like a PPT point, postures, by puzzles. There will be a lot of technologicals ad are for each and every subject. For the science stream also, there will be a lot of technologicals are there. So we have to be present in way of technology by making them to listening. And the last one is the writing. Today's the way of writing is declining due to the way of technologicals. Okay, due to the biggest help from the Google Assistant. Google Assistant, each and everyone was keeping the Google as assistants, and by their voice they are uh, order whatever they want to send the message, or whatever the things they want to search, they are use only the Google Assistants. By writing, the skill was going very slow. They are not very sometimes why we are making it to be a writings, because writing make us to create a good sentences. At the same time, it will be keep them to be rememberize the same words, sentences, and sometimes it will make us to write this make us to write it a very unique ways. Today's there will be a greater scope for writing the content. Okay, the content which will uh, be good when we are practicing writing again and again. Okay, then the next one is essential for good communications. Okay, what are the things are essential for the good communication? Ability to adapt your communications, style activity, listening, transparency, clarity, empathy, ability to ask open-ended question, open body languages, receiving and implementing fields. Okay, the first thing for good communication is ability to adapt your communication. Whatever the situation we are facing, whether it may be a positive, it will be give you a lot of energy to convey whatever we want to convey to that students, or to that forum. We have to be converted. If it is a negative, we have to be make that situation to be a positive. Okay, and the second one is the style activity listening. Okay, the students not only listening the communication skill, they also listening us also. In what way we are presenting, they will listening also transparency. Whatever the facts, whatever the message we are providing, it will be a very transparency to us. There will be a no uh, slant. Clarity. Whatever message we are giving to them must have clarity, clear. Then the next one is the empathy. Empathy, good communications, that the empathy among the students will not be a good one, but as for the certain situation, we have to be an empathy. Ability to ask open-ended questions. We, among the students, we have to ask the questions mainly based upon the open-ended questions, because the open-ended question will make them to know what they learn, in what they concentration they have listening the classes. Okay, mainly the question will be open-ended questions among the students. Then the next one is open body languages. Languages. Sometimes some students may be misbehaviors, then the nuisance of the voice, body movement. We have to manage them also. We have to be observe that also. At the same time, we have to be manage that critical situations by way of our good communication skills. And the last one is the receiving and implementing field. Receiving and implementing feedback field. Receiving and implementing feedback means concentrate on the behavior patterns of the students. Concentrate whether they are listening the classes, what the behavior, why they are behaving like this. Because the students are today's are very lacking in their behavior activities in the schools also. So we have to be very concentrated in that also, and make them to why they are behaving like this. If there is any psychological problem with them, or the family problem with them, why you are behaving like this, we have to communicate with them by receiving some feedback from them. Then the next one is the empathy. Empathy, be present, be active learner. We have to be present. Okay, by present means we have to listen what the students want to say. What the students want to say, we have to be wait for some moment what they are telling. Then the monitor non-verbal cues. Sometimes I have already explained. Sometimes they are not able to communicate. We can observe it from their body languages. If they are not listening the classes, if they are not active well in the classes, we can easily observe from that activities. So we have to be a good monitor. Then practices pausing. Sometimes we have to ask any questions among the students. We have to pause. We have to be on the mode of pause. Pause mode. Pause mode means we have to wait for a few minutes what they want to tell. If they are telling, or what they listen from what we are asking. So we have to put us in our pause mode. Pause mode. That pause mode will give you a lot of benefit to both of us. The first one is it make us to observe. The first point is whether what we are asking was observed by them. Okay, and the second one is if he or she know, he will reply that answer immediately. If they don't understand anything, he was not listening it properly. Okay, so making pausing mode is very important. Then the next one is instead of giving advice, ask a question. Instead of giving advice, don't advise anybody else. Okay, don't advise anybody else. Today the students are not accepting any advices from us. We have to ask questions. We have to ask a question. At the same time, we have asked them to ask a question to us. We have also asked a question. They have also asked questions. Then only there will be a good interaction between the students and us. It Sometimes when they are asking the question, make me to know our skill in different field. Okay, so allow the students to ask questions. Ask questions. Sometimes if we don't know that questions, we have to learn. Uh, uh, Before that only, I tell each and every field, each and every area, from each and every person, from each and every activities, from each and everything. When we are a good teachers, automatically we will be a good leader. Okay, because due to our observing capacities, we can learn each and every moment. We are learning. Maximum, we are learning a lot of things from our students. So we are not a leader. The students are the leader for us. Okay, put yourself in their shoes. I like this point very much. What they are saying is, if the students was facing any problems or any else, we have put ourselves into them. In that problem, we have analyzed in that situation, if we are uh, what solution we will take. That is called put yourself in their shoes. Okay, good. That is a good empathy, and it is a good communication skill also. Okay, in that place we will analyze the problems among the students. Automatically we will get good solutions, and we will guide them very sincerely as well as very honestly. It will create and it will make among the students, we will become a hero among the students. Automatically we will be a leader in that particular situations. It will automatically make to be a leader. And the next slide. What are the benefits of empathy? When we are empathy, what will the increased class engagement? When we empathy, it will make the students to be engaged. Automatically, the students will be engaged in the classes. Then there will be a good, better communication skill, higher academic achievement, less aggressive personalities, increased positive relationship. These all the benefits of empathy will make a teacher to be a good leadership. So we have to mainly apply this empathy in our classroom. Not only we want to be a leadership, we also make the students to be a good humanity. When we are creating a good humanity, automatically the human resource will be developed. Okay, so the benefits of empathy is amazing. At the same time, we have to be implemented these empathies in our classroom. Then the next slide is the cultural intelligence. Yes, today's the cultural intelligence was a very playing and very vital role, because each and every places the culture was a diminishing discrimination. Sometimes it was creating a discriminations among the students. So the cultural intelligence is also considered to be one of the leadership qualities among the teachers, because the teachers was handling various diverse students among various cities, various states, various nations, every else. Teacher must have knowledge to cross cultural difference in education for educators in multicultural classrooms. Understanding cultural variation in education system is similarly beneficial for professional work in multicultural environment. Today is the IT sector. Take each and every sector, each and every organization, today's there will be a multicultural environment. So the teacher was very uh, amazing quality to be a leadership by handling the cultural intelligence. Then the next slide is, who will be called as a modern teacher? Okay, the traditional teacher will be automatically different from the modern teachers. Okay, traditional teaching will be acceptable by all the parent all the parent, all the students will be obeyed to the teachers. Today's the technology's development, and due to the generation gap, there will be a lack of relationship between the teachers and the students. So in what way the students are expecting the teachers to be a modern teachers? The first one is a commitment. Today's the modern teacher must be commitment in their work. Okay, when their teachers are very committed, automatically they will completed all the tasks which was provided to that particular teachers. Okay, because the teacher was playing not only the teacher's role, they are playing a various role, so they have a lot of commitment. And the second one is a preparations. Okay, uh, today's the students, what they are expecting is only the ready-made preparations, whatever it may be, a snacks, whatever it may be, a breakfast, whatever it may be, a lunch, dinner, anything else, they are uh, only want the ready-made. So when we are preparing preparations, we have make them to gossip very easy. At the same time, they have to be keep it in mind without any the daily what we have to delete. Okay, we have to be keep, yeah, we keep our preparations as a storage, as a data, whatever the data computer storage in that mind, CPU. Like that wise, we have to prepare a simple and easy preparation to keep the students in their mind. And the third one is the organizing. Organizing is a very toughest in that situations, because there will be a lack of communication between the students among the each and every department. By organizing them, they are discriminating them in a lot of ways. The first one is the male, females, then the first year, second year, third year, junior, senior, junior. They are coming from the rural area, urban area. A lot of difference is there. So we are organizing the students is a great and difficult task. So we have to be if we are a modern teachers, we have an ability skills to organize them to be coordinator for achieving the goals, which may be a individual goal or which may be a organization goal. There will be a coordinations. Then the fourth one is your tolerance. Today is it is a very biggest required skill for the teachers, because the teachers is not only tolerant uh, by with the students, they have to be tolerant with their colleagues also, the administration also, their secretary also, then parents also. All the places, the teachers will have to be a very tolerant. Today's modern teachers, it is also a very essential qualities. The teachers who are able to tolerate will be in this field, because the main concept is to maximum the staff, the faculties, the teachers who are not getting proper remunerations. In a lot of places, the teachers are struggling very lot. Overcome this, they are doing. So today, so we are that the tolerance is also coming that side also. Okay, the tolerance is not only from that education side sector also. They have tolerate in that personal life also. So, okay, so the today's modern teachers have a quality to tolerance skill. Then the next one is a storytelling. Always when we are entered into the class for 45 minutes, when we are teaching A to Z, that the students are not able to listen the class properly. For sometimes we have to tell them the stories. That storytelling here is, we have to tell the stories which was happening as a fact. Okay, today's I have already told that today's students are very brilliant. They will analyze easily. They will analyze us as whether we are telling a genuine story or a story of story. So we have to be telling the stories. must be in a fact. At the fact, the story must tell the fact in a faith way, in an acceptable manner. Then only the student will believe that stories. So for that story, we have don't like to read the storybook. We have to study the day and day newspapers, day and day activities. What are the happenings surroundings in the environment? Tell them. We have tell them. We have told them why this is happening. In our BBA, it was we are studying is as a case paper. Okay, the case not only happening in that organization, anything else. The case, each and every case is happening in our home also, in our surrounding also, with our relation also. Each and every places that cases are happening. We have to ask them how to overcome these cases. Okay, in that way we can tell them as a story. I have already told you open for questions. Open for questions make them to create creative thinkings. If we are asking the question, did you know? Yes, no. It is not a question. This is not a proper question. We have to we have asked them to give some suggestion. What do you think about it? Why you are thinking like this? Why you are answering like this? If we think like this, if you do like this, what will be happening next? Then for that, if you have any alterations or any questions, we can also ask them to create their creativity minds. Okay, so we have to ask the questions. The question must be an open-ended question. And the ninth one is a social. Okay, each and every student is also a responsibility to the social activities also. Okay, no one can be separated from the socials. Everyone will be a merge. Everyone will be a collaborated with the social also. So the modern teachers must have also teach the students with whatever the responsibility they have with the society. Okay, and the last one is a gig. And the last one is a gig or gig. So the modern teachers must have this 10 qualities. Then the next slide. Adaptability and flexibility. So full of changing needs and uncertainty situation, adaptability has been highlighted as essential for teachers. Okay, it is the greatest skill as a leadership. We have to adaptable to that particular situation. If it is flexible for us or not, we have to adapt that situation. It is very, very critical for us. But whenever the critical situation we are facing, we are growing, we are reaching a leadership skills. So it is very, very essential for the teachers. We have to adapt us to that situations. And at that situation, we have make us to be flexible to that situations. Okay, the first one is to encounter a diverse range of learners to whom they must respond appropriately. We are not teaching all the students. We are not teaching only the students who are very brilliant. We are teaching all the types of students, A, B, C, D, E, F, all the types of students we have. So we have to adapt that situation, not only to the knowledge, they under also the behavior of the students also. So then second one is the face unacceptable situations in the class. Whatever in whatever time, in whatever day, we don't know what situation we will face us. Okay, the sometimes we will face the health conscious among the students. Sometimes we will face whatever we will never think of it. The situation also we have to face us. So at that situations, at that situation, we have know how to handle that situation with smoothly. And the next one is the interact with the new colleges, students and parent. Each and every parent will not be same, because the parent thought is totally different from the student's thought. Whatever we will tell negative point among the students, that parents, some parents will not accept it, some parent will accept it. We have to handle that parent also. How we can tackle that parent and the students and the colleagues. Yes. This is the greatest difficulties today's all are facing, with the colleagues also, with the students also, with parents also. In all, if we able to manage all this situation, we have to adapt and flexibility. Then only uh, we will be skilled to be a leader. It is one of the skill. Then the next one is the integrated new and changing knowledge from professional learning into the teaching practices. Okay, whatever the changes are happening, technology research, each and every field there will be a lot of changes in technologicals. Okay, technologicals. All the field. So we have to gain some knowledges regarding that. At the same time, when we are updating it and we discuss with our students, they will eagerly waiting whatever the informations we will be given to them. They have considered as a good uh, guide for them. When we are practicing it regularly, we will be a leader among the students community. Then the next one is the intellectual flexibility, respectiveness, creativity, and modifications of behaviors. These are also playing and very, very important factors for the teachers due to adaptability and flexibilities. Okay. Then the self-regulations and self-awareness. The main characteristics of leadership skill for teacher is they can regulate themselves. We have to frame certain policies for ourselves. Then only we will be a leader. Okay, we will not be an ordinary person. Any person can be a leader. Any person can be a expert. But the leader is a person who have an specialized thoughts, specialized activities. That person is called as an leader. So we have to regulate ourselves. A teacher can regulate themselves effectively, stay under control themselves. We have an efficient skill to stay in whichever situation we have to be stay, and whenever we have to be control themselves, they have the leader should know where we have to say and in which place we have to control ourselves. Then the next point is it is critical for teacher to remain calm and they maintain their credibility in the classroom when dealing with the students' behavior. Who will be a good leader? They will never allow the students. They will never allow the students to misbehavior in the classroom. Okay, the students who misbehavior, the students who misbehave in the classroom will not be allowed by the leadership qualities teachers. At the same time, the students will not misbehavior in the teacher who have leadership skill. Okay. And the self-awareness, effective teachers are self-aware. Effective each and every places, the teacher who will be aware of themselves. They have never quite it. They will never uh, they will never um, escape from the responsibilities. They escape from our responsibility. Whatever they have a responsibility, they will do it very effective manner by way of awareness. They understand their emotions. They not understand their emotion. They control their emotions and the feelings of the students. Okay, self-aware is also very important skill. Then the next one is the self-motivation. Motivated teachers, effective stimulated students to succeed in the studies. The main concept is self-motivation, which was playing very important roles today's. Because self-motivation is not only required for the student, the self-motivation is also a greatest skill for the teacher also. Okay, whenever the teacher reaching the success is not at all an easiest matter, easiest way. To be a leadership, we have to tolerate a lot of things behind that. We have to be motivated. We have to be motivated, self-motivated. We have to motivate ourselves to reach our goals, to be a leader. So this skill is very important for each and every individual, and for the teacher, it is very, very essential skill, uh, because there will be one proverb in Tamil, we will tell like this. ஒரு கல்லை கொடுத்தோம் அப்படின்னம்னா அந்த கல்லை வந்து செதுக்குறது வந்து ஆசிரியர்கள் தான். உளி மட்டும்தான் இருக்கும், உளியும் சுத்தியல் மட்டும்தான் இருக்கும். தே வில் தே வில் curve as a good sculpture. அந்த மாதிரி சித்திரத்தை வந்து அந்த கல்லை வந்து ஒரு சிலையா செதுக்குற ஒரு கலை வந்து யார்கிட்ட இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு கேட்டாங்க, இந்த டீச்சர்ஸ். So in Tamil, we will tell this proverb. And the next one is that the goal of effective teacher learning and sustained efforts to have highly managed classroom behavior for success. Okay, whenever the teacher was accepted to be a leader among the students, automatically the students will be a good students. The student never misbehavior in the classroom. They will learn, and the particular classes, the students will success. That the particular classes, the students will be success. They will never wobbling the learning capacities. Okay. Then the next slide is regarding the creativity and the interpersonal. Teachers must be innovative, innovation oriented. Teachers must adapt new and innovative ways to make their lessons and classroom interesting to students. Teacher transform classroom into safe and attractive places where students will learn the help of technology. Technology assists to engage the students in the classroom. Today is the school students who are all enjoying the technology classrooms, smart classrooms. At the same time, in many of the colleges also, the students are enjoying the smart classrooms. But in certain stages, there will be a very lack in the technology development. At that situations, the teachers have to initiate the steps to make the class to be very interactive and very interesting ways by applying these types of technologicals. Okay, when you're teaching with a chalk and talk method, the teachers, the students are unable to concentrate they concentrate in that method, chalk and talk method. But the students are very eagerly to know when we are teaching through the technological aids. Because it make them to what next. It will never divert the concentrations of the students. It was very acceptable and it was very successful in practical. Okay, so we have to engage our classroom with technology. It makes students to engage what they want to know. Then the next one is the interpersonal skill. Interactions requires interpersonal skills to be effective. Second one is a classroom is a challenging place to conduct a lesson due to students' misbehaviors. Okay, interactions. Sure, the interaction which was playing an important role because teaching is not only an good skill for the teachers. Okay, we have to interact with the students. What are the changes they want? What are the changes they want in their studies, the subject, in way of teaching, in organizations, in classroom, whatever they want to develop themselves, whatever they have planned for future. Each and every students, the teacher must interact with the students personally as well as teacher mode. So conducting classes for the misbehavior students is very toughest for the teachers, but maintaining that misbehavior student is handled by the teachers who have a good leadership skills. Okay, then the next one is the elevate teachers as expert and leaders. Okay, elevate, amazing words. Elevate teachers as expert and leaders. Okay, we have to be considered as elevate. The persons who are elevating in this field only be an experts and leaders. Elevate makes the teachers to be an expert in the field When we are expert in our field, automatically it will lead as a good leader. Okay, leading. The first one is we have to from the classroom. We are leading from the classroom, then through modeling and coaching, then through group and team discussions, and to increase teachers' voice and influences, and to professionalize teachings. And the last one is to connect to larger community and the world. What is such a wonderful, wonderful professional is a teaching professionals. Okay, I am simply, I am. Slided. I am prepared that slide from the classroom onwards. We are providing services. Okay, lot of stages. It will develop ourselves, develop teachers. Like see through modeling and coaching, and by way of group and discussions. At the same time, it will also increase our voices and influence, and they will convert it to as a professionalized teaching. And the last one is we are connectivity connected to the largest community and the world. These are all the leadership essential qualities for the leaders as a teacher. Okay, and the next slide. The role of teachers. There are various roles for teachers. Okay, the first one is the facilitator. Okay, facilitator, learning facilitator, mentor, and the second one is a role model. The students are considered as a role model. We are considering as a role model. So we have to be a very good role model, teaching role model or on the job role model. Okay. And the third one is a information provider. When we are providing the information, the students believe whatever the information we are providing is a fact one and the fact one. Okay. So the students will have a good opinion about us. So when we are providing the information, we have to be a good provider, information provider. They are considering to as the information provider, lecturers, clinical or practical teachers. Then the next one is the resource developer. Okay, we are giving a lot of resources. We are giving a lot of the resources means not only that many material machines are there. We are also providing a time, value of life, quality of educations, importance of education. They are also considered to be a resources among the students community. Okay, how the life is very important. This is the biggest resources for the students. We have guided them as a producer. We are the producer. Okay, and the next one is a resource material creators. Okay, here the material are considered to be a students. We are only the creators. Okay, the resource already I told you. They are a stone. We are a curvist. We have to sculpture them. Okay, that is the resource developer. Then the next one is a planner. We have to plan whatever what in this technological era, what the students want to learn, in which way they will give benefit to them for the practical life as well as the theoretical life. If we will plan this, plan our curriculum like this, if they face any problems, they will be easily handled by the students community. Okay, here the teacher is also be a planner. Okay, then the course organizer. Then the last one is the assessor, curriculum evaluator and the student assessor. Okay, the students, the role of the teacher was amazing. At the same time, the teachers was playing very important role among the students. Not only among the students, among the educators, as well as that communication, as well as the society also. 7 mechanism for teacher leaders. Okay, a framework for teacher leadership development, not only close organizational condition that may support. Okay, there will be a lot of mechanism. 7 mechanisms are with no one can succeed. The success is not begin. The success or failure is not behind with a single person. Each and every success is behind with the team. Each and every success is built with a built with a number of persons. Whether if it is an organization or it is an individual success, it is built only by the team of person, by the number of person, by the team. Okay, here is also like the strong collaborations. If the organizations or if the any department or anything else, the success is depends upon the strong collaboration between that colleagues or between that organization or among the students community. Then the second one is broader roles. Then next one is inquiry and risk taking. Then enabling working structures, educate resources, supportive administrator, vision and strategies. These are all the 7 mechanisms which help the leadership, which help the teachers to be a leadership. Okay, they have to get first of all the teachers must have a visions and strategies. At the same time, they have to get the supportive administrations. Administration, if administration is there, they have also get the educate resources from them. If the teachers get all the 3 above, they have time to their work structure. They have to frame their work structures. Sometimes they have to take some risk. Sometimes they have to play lot of roles. Okay, it will be this will be possible when there will be a strong collaboration. When there is a strong collaboration, automatically the teachers will face all this mechanism. Okay, then there will be a leader. Okay, there will be some psychological factors behind that. Then there will be some psychological factors behind that students. Okay, sometimes it will also make us a good leader. The first one, how do students think and learn? What are the students are thinking and what they are learning? Okay, in some curriculum, we are still following the laws which are not applicable to this technological era. How, when the students learn that laws, what they think? Okay, if the students are very brilliant, they will ask a lot of questions against us. What are they are studying is applicable for the practical life, whether it is an implementation, whether it is an easy for implementing, whether the result will be a positive, then what we are studying. The most of the curriculum based on this will be experience. So we have to be updated. We have to know that psychological factors behind why the students, what they will students think and how they are learning. We are pushing them to learn, to study that one, this for 24 hours. Today's students community are spending maximum 16 hours for their studying purposes. For studying purposes, today we are considering students to be a mechanical life. They are machine. We are treating them as a machine. Mostly parent, they are not able to think. They are not able to think. We have to think in the side of the student. Okay. Then the second one, what motivates students? Today's technological era, which one motivates students? By honoring, praise. In how many colleges, how many schools, in how many homes we are motivate the students. We are motivating the students. The teacher only motivate the students. The teacher will be motivate the students. Do like this, you can. So we have to motivate each and every student. Then the next one is why interpersonal relationship and emotional are important at the students' learning. Why? Why interpersonal relationship and emotional are important to students' learning. Interpersonal relationship is very important for the teachers because it build an emotional relationship among them, because the students are not touched with their parents, with their relations, They are touching only with the technological devices, and another one is teachers. Okay, they are maximum spend the teachers. So we have to be emotionally controlled, but we have to maintain that emotional as well as the interpersonal relationship with the students uh, by way of learning. How can the classroom be managed in best? In which way we can manage the classroom to be a best? Okay, when we be if we a good leader will not be a autocratic leader. The good leader must be a democratic leader. The democratic leader only be the best managed in the classroom, was best manage the classrooms. Okay, so we have to be a very democratic leader style. We should follow in the classes. How can teacher access students' progress? We can't accept students' progress by a way of studying. Okay, we have to progress them by their behaviors, by their characteristics, by their observations, by their activations. There will be a lot of concept behind that. We have to be progress them, progress the students in 30 ways. Okay, learning will not only give that progress about the students. The progress is a mixtures of various activities of the students. Okay, then the next one is the psychology gives education theory of individual difference, that every child has different mental ability and learn with different paces. Okay, yeah, this will be acceptable one. All the students in the classroom have not here same ability. Each and every students must have here different mental abilities. That the skill also, learning skill also differ from each and everyone else. Not only in the classroom, it will be also in all the places. Some places we have to be observed by way of observing the things. Some students will observe the things what we are uh, telling, what we want to tell, what we want to tell. Some students will observe, oh, we will tell like this only. Some will not able to understand when we are teaching. After teaching, also some students will know what we will teach it. Okay, so each and every students there will be a different mental ability. At the same time, we have to note that also. Today in modern era, education psychology is the foundation of education. Okay, today's in the technological era, psychological factors is not considered as an important factors. At the same time, today's the students was very affected due to that psychological problems. A lot of students are studying with the psychological problems. So the teacher must know that students, not only by the various skills, they have also some psychological factors. The teachers must also know some psychological factors. It will make the teachers to be a good leaders. So psychological is also considered to be an important and essential skill for the today's teachers if they want to be a leader. I conclude that the dimensions of teacher leadership is very broad. Okay, the teacher's leadership is a very broad. Every teacher must be in constant search to improve themselves and their skills. The four dimensions that are found dominant with teachers are self-awareness, communications and changes, diversity, instructional proficiencies. Okay, these four dimensions is very important for the teachers if they want to be a leader. Okay, the main concept is if a good teacher have these four dimensions will automatically lead the teacher to be a leadership. Okay, self-awareness, then communications, skills. Okay, and that next one is whatever we have to be developed as to be a good leader and to be a leadership as a teacher. First, we have to learn. We have to learn not only student. We also have to learn. The student not only innovate, we also innovate and make the students to innovate the things. Okay, we have to reflect positive thoughts, positive. Whatever we that will be reflected among the students. So we have to be very positive, very positive. Then we have to be a creator. We have to create new new ideas, new concept, new technologies. Each and everything we have to create. Then we have to connect the persons. We have to connect the societies. We have to connect the leaders. We have to connect that each and every thoughts. Then the next one is the speaker. We have to speak what are we know, what we want to, what it will be, each and every. From that learn, it will be a cyclical spheres. Okay, it will make us to be a good leadership. So we have to learn, we have to innovate the things, we have to reflect what we will be, and we have to create it, and we have to connect all the activities, and behind that we have to speak up what you want. You are like this, whatever you want to be. If there is a lot of way, when we are speaking with each and everything else, we have automatically create a good leader. At the same time, we will also be a good leader. And thank you for being have today. I really appreciate that you took the time to be here and listen to my presentations. I am sincerely gratitude to the teachers who are spending a lot of time to hear my presentations. If there is any lack, I am really very sorry, because this is my first presentations through the webinar. I think, thank you.
The session is open for discussion now. You can unmute and interact with the resource person, or you can post the questions in the chat box also. Ma'am is there to help you. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Any questions? Please post the questions. Ma'am is there to help you. Any questions? Think there are no questions, ma'am. Shall we wind up, ma'am?
Okay, ma'am.
On behalf of IoT Academy, we thank Dr. Prabha, ma'am, for the enriching and enlightening session. We thank you once again for the amazing presentation, ma'am. We thank you for enhancing our knowledge with a commendable presentation, ma'am. Thank you very much for your efforts, ma'am. And I thank all the participants who joined in the session today. Thank you all. Have a great evening. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your efforts, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kindly submit the feedback form using the link that has been posted in the chat box. Thank you all. Have a great day. Please post your feedback using the link that has been posted in the chat box. Thank you all. Ma'am, you can leave the call.
Okay, I know, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.